back. We're running westbound currently on Highway 12 over here in California, just west of Lodi. And we're about 15 miles out from the yard over in Pittsburgh. So figure I'd go ahead and bring y'all back up in here. It is now, let's see, 12:30-ish p.m. Tuesday, December 8th. And boy, it's nice and toasty and warm over here. 61 degrees at an elevation of 57 feet below sea level. I don't know how that works. So, man, I don't know, just fake ass California.
3/4 of a mile. Turn left on California 160.
It's amazing. It's just fake ass California. California's just fake. I don't know. Look at all these sheep. Oh my God, what a day to be a sheep. Man, a whole bunch of birds hanging out with them too. That's cool. Nice that maybe they're maybe the sheep are eating the bird poop, or maybe the birds are eating the sheep poop. I don't know. Yeah, fake ass California. I don't know. It's just amazing. I'm
Turn left at the traffic light.
I'm just disgusted with California. I am. It's embarrassing. Not California State. Beautiful place. The state of California is just a fucking joke. Excuse me. I'm gonna say it like it is. So, I made my way through Sacramento there. There was quite a bit of traffic. There was a truck, pickup towing a camper. Pretty large camper too, and I don't know how it happened, but flipped his camper over. Fortunately, his truck was still on all fours, still on the rubber, but his camper was flipped over sideways and smacked up into a wall, so there was a pretty good mess back there. And then continued on down 5 and got down to Lodi, where I was going to be, where I take the exit and take 12 westbound over to Pittsburgh yard. And when I took that exit, I went ahead and made a pit stop real quick over at Flying J. Just to grab a Red Bull and a couple things to eat real quick. And so right as I'm pulling out, getting ready to leave, over the work phone comes this alert,
Continue on California 160.
like an emergency alert over the phone, right? And I'm thinking, oh, Amber Alert, right? And as a truck driver, that's kind of a thing that you would that if you have a conscience, you start paying attention to things like that. But it wasn't. It wasn't an Amber Alert at all. It was let me pull it up here and read it to you. Severe alert, state of California, right? Not California State. And I hope you people figure it out that there is a difference. State of California new public health stay-at-home order in your area. COVID-19, let's see. COVID-19 is spreading rapidly. Stay home except for essential activity. Wear a mask, keep your distance, blah, the fucking blah, bullshit, the blah. You know? Severe. Like, oh no, COVID is on attack again. Like, give me a fucking break. Just fucking get, just knock it off. It's embarrassing. It really is. If there's such thing as like entities out there, you know, higher life forms out there, and they're just looking down at this planet, just shaking their heads at this point, like, my God, man, what are you people doing? You know, it's just unbelievable. Stay at home alert because COVID is spreading like it's a fire. Like it's a fire. It's amazing. It's amazing the extent to which they'll go to fearmonger, right? Because that's exactly what they're doing. They're not telling people anything pertinent, anything informative. They're just fear-mongering, period. They're not giving anybody any critical information about the progress in the fight against COVID, or the fact that it's far less severe than was first, you know, theorized, or the fact that people are surviving at a 99% rate now. Like, it's like a 1%. It's not even a 1%. Of course, you know what? It's always only been a 1%. Now it's less than 1%. It's been at like a 0.09% death rate since it began, right? And it's even less than that now. And they're just like, even at this point, they're still pumping it. And they're not telling people the truth about anything. They're just not. It's fear-mongering. It's fear tactics. It's a way to control people, period. And I don't know. California is just in a class of, it's in a league of its own. It's with no class. California is classless. The state of California has no class. All the fake-ass Gavin Newsoms and fake-ass aristocratic politicians, fake-ass, lying, thieving, cheating, criminal government officials that are spread. I mean, that's the disease. Hell to hell with COVID. We ain't got nothing to worry about COVID. What we got to really be concerned about is all the fake-ass motherfuckers up there who are in positions of power in our government. That's the real threat. That's the threat that needs to be taken care of. That is the true and real threat. What do they got? What's the threat? The freedom, like ability to live life as you wish. Basically, freedom, happiness, pursuit of happiness, all that good stuff that supposedly this country was founded on, all those principles that are just essentially meaningless now. The right to say what you feel and think what you want, whatever, you know, all that stuff. That's the true disease. That's the true virus. Is this democratic, right? And I know people who consider themselves Democrats, but I have to believe that they don't know, right? That they don't know what they're doing, what they're supporting. They don't actually know the truth of the ideology or principles that they are supporting. They couldn't possibly know the real truth behind what that party is going after, right? Because it is nothing less than communism, Marxism, fascism, socialism, okay? Nothing less. And they've been working at it for decades, if not longer. I mean, really, they've been at it for far longer than just decades. But it's been encroaching itself at its more steady pace over the last few decades. So, seriously, that's the true threat. They've been using COVID, as the crisis for which to bring this kind of stuff in the same way they did with 911, with 9/11. They used a crisis in order to persuade and convince the minds of American, people to do something about it. And that's exactly what they're doing here, right? That's why I say it's a fake-ass pandemic. So was 911, false flag attack, right? Meaning that it was an attack by people in our own government, basically, and to make it look like it was coming from somewhere else, right? So that way they could gain they could basically persuade the minds of people that, oh, we need to go in and just wipe out the Middle East, right? And they did, right? Why did they do that? Well, because many of those countries over there were republic forms of government. They were forms of government that were of the people, by the people, for the people. Okay? They were not, that's what they were. They were self-governing nations, right? And they were a few of the last ones over there, right? That's why they went after them, to try and convert them into what's known as democracies, right? In which, now the people can vote, but the thing is, the vote won't make a difference. It's just a way to make people believe that their shit matters, that what they say matters. You'll live forever as a slave if you believe that you're free, but you're actually a slave. You'll never argue it. You'll never fight against it. If you believe that your voice is being heard, then when you
say a command,
exit. Then when things don't go your way, right, or those who you didn't vote for get into power, you just be like, oh, well, what can I say? That's what people wanted. Not really ever realizing the fact that it was always rigged from the get-go. That's what's going on here. Period. Yep, and it's just pretty sad to see. So, anyhow, you know what? I'm going to wrap that up before I get all worked up. Because I already am worked up over it. This stupid little severe COVID-19. Just, you know what? I'll take my chances. You just stop lying to me. Let's start there. Stop lying to me. Stop bullshitting me and everybody else around me, right? Because it affects me. Let's start there. Stop with the bullshit. I'll take my chances with COVID. That I have no fear of that. I don't give a damn. Let it come. Let it, go ahead. That doesn't bother me in the slightest. I'll take my chances with COVID. I'd rather take my chances with that than to be bullshitted and to have other people's gobbling up the bullshit and then changing the nature of my freedoms and my rights and my pursuits of happiness. Because that's what's happening. And I'm freaking sick of it. Sick to death of it. Seriously, sick to death of it. So, anyhow, wow. That turned into a little bit more than I had intended it to. But it's a real thing, so it needs to be taken seriously for once. Yep. smokes, this phone is getting hot. Man.
Turn
Good
right
thing we're
on
almost there.
Wilbur Avenue.
Wilbur.
In 1.5 miles, arrive at Yard on the left. In 1/2 mile, arrive at Yard on the left.
Yep, here we go.
Arriving at Yard on the left.